While to be human is to be made of the stuff of the creative, I do believe that some have been called to venture deeper and explore the unknown recesses of the human heart and experience. My goal is not to explain art or the creative in full, but to conjure the understanding, little by little, to aid in some small way the resolution of the image in the mind, of just what this calling may be. A moment apart, the smell of the leaves beginning to turn, flat black trees against the last vivid glow of the falling sun. Loneliness gives way to unself-conscious unity. You've been here before, calling up the nostalgic past that may have never been. Your soul has become light, just for a moment. An untold story unfolds in cryptic prose within you, and you don't know how any of it began. And then it is gone, without after-image or lingering scent, as if all of time started again. Sometime later you are reminded of these lost moments, forgotten these many years. Then burns within you the desire to tell someone. You realize no matter how you describe it, none of it feels right. It's not good enough. You stumble through it, agitated and excited. Maybe that will give the clumsy words more meaning. But it is hopeless. You give up. Your friend's face failed to light up in the way you are certain it would if they could just grasp the smallest part of what you saw and felt. If only they could join you in this vision, be inside your head when this flood of the otherworldly washed over you. You learn not to share these stories, those experiences. Not like that anyway. It can't be a one-to-one recounting. It's going to take something far more involved. It's going to take effort and a set of skills you don't yet have. This is where the work begins. One must stare into the infinite, travel into the as of yet unseen and return changed. One must glimpse another world and live to tell the tale. This sounds grand, transcendent, even romantic, and surely it is. There are undoubtedly those once-in-a-lifetime experiences which have led to truly monumental works of art. But more often, it is the stuff of momentary inspiration, the making of a novel connection, or glimpsing some of the inner workings of the universe. And whether it is a fleeting or prolonged experience, this is the fuel of the artist, and the path is to see and go more deeply and to travel beyond and see what only your eyes can see. At first blush, it is to evoke, that is, to produce an emotional response in another through a translation medium. Though this borders on the clinical, it is the first lines of the sketch that establish the boundary. And yet how often is this stimulus and response game played without approaching the territory that we might call art? This is where the source and the intention of the communication is critical. Anger begets anger, and sadness even more sadness. Joy is infectious, and moments never fail to motivate. But isn't art and the messages transmitted through it something other, something more? Then begins the process of translation. Somehow you must create, out of experience, wrestle with the fear and the haunting specter of work left undone, of destiny unfulfilled, for it will surely hunt you down until you do something about it. The artist must stare deep into the infinite, and then painstakingly translate that experience into something that has the power to evoke just a hint of that feeling for those who partake in the art, even if it is just a momentary burst of emotion, or summon the scent of what it was like. How is this anything but impossible? Can you fold the waters, hold a crease in a stream, make tidy the ocean's waves? But isn't this what poetry is for? I find myself, even now, trying to hem in and define these concepts, fighting to find any words that can bear the weight. So I try to compound this and that. with connotation, hoping that by choosing these sounds and in this order to bring you into the same place. How do you describe the indescribable? It is all at once an impossible task, and the raw material that all good art consists of. I have to talk around it, not look it in the eye, like stars too dim to see head on. It is the thing behind the eyes that sees you looking out. There is a mystic quality to art that speaks deeply to the soul, touching you and bringing out feelings before understanding, evoking the same state, if only in part, that the artist experienced and then wove into the final piece. And art is the only way to communicate these deeper things. It is the meta language that unites us all. I have set for myself an impossible task. Surely art cannot be so readily defined. Can you explain a building by counting the bricks? It is something perhaps no one can do justice to. But as with all artistic endeavors, it is imperfect and only transmits a facet of the whole. Art does what mere language cannot. It communicates soul to soul. This is not to say words cannot be art. When constructed with will and spirit behind it, organized with intent and refined to a point, words can be transcendent. You can join in on the journey as the sounds and patterns make meaning and therein feel something beyond the sum of grammar. We must not look too long upon the void, or we will become too much like it, but instead gaze upon the infinite. Journey beyond comprehension and report back. Tell us what you saw. Show us with your sketches. Labor over rhythm and timbre to woo us into another realm. Stage a drama that hints at what a moment was like to live. We are all worse off without your art. Remind us that the soul speaks in words yet to be sounded out and defined. We are all waiting for you to heed the call and create. It is a calling and even a duty to share with us your stories. Gather your reward as you make the art, and sacrifice it all to the observers. Life is changed in a flash of understanding. May each of you contribute to what we know and how we know. We are all waiting, even as we too work alongside you. Let us travel into the darkest forest of our fears, and fight our way to the victory on the other side, and make it home to our people, and tell us of the impossible.